I have a feeling, however.
Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's the Titans holding on to the football as we jump into the action in quarter number 1. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. At the 20, the rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 14 carries, 57 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receiver.
And look at this. It's a fake, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. But there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football, because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over.
Oh, I'm going to kill myself.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars take over first and
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line,
yeah.
the relationship they've had. It's really a group
No,
that's in sync.
God
They
damn
care
it.
about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette. And last year, he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Thank you.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Mr. Kirk.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 8.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 14 carries, 57 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continue.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Tennessee.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpointed.
Drop him.
To the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
29-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss.
Then how about this, a fake? And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. 6 yards on the pickup, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down.
No.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. You get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
At the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Makes the score Titans 10. Jaguars.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
Right.
But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
27-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
God damn it.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 13.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game,
Yes,
this would be a
Thank
legal
you.
catch. It's
Moving
the
on.
second foot that they're looking at to make sure.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
A gain of 11.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out, and once again the Jaguars are back out in front.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent we're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
at the 47-yard
So
line.
in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Derrick Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 41, Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
2nd and 9 now. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Titans take over 1st and 10.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. And this is going to be a tight. Titans 1st down as he's able to get. gets up past the 40.
For a Tennessee Titan.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
43-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have a Titans first down.
Oh, no.
As they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down.
Yeah.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming in.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis.
Drop that
and brought
fucker.
Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Thank you. Back off.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
Right.
You had to.
And
Not happening.
get him down
Back
just
up.
shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
That's fun.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception? Even though this is intercepted.
Me.
Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Now Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get him a...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Point after.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchdown.
Yeah, stay down, bitch.
Whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do.
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Throwing again is Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game?
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today.